Stacy Phillips, and it's Friday, May 31st, 2013. And sorry I'm a little bit late getting this up today, but I have been running around all day, quite honestly, and it is a hot one here in Arizona. So I am, just got settled back home after some errands, and I just want to talk to you for a few minutes today about my journey and how the 5 stages of grief kind of played a role in coming to acceptance about how my relationship with food necessarily had to change. I had to completely retool it. I think when we get into a program where we realize, A, kind of what we've done to ourselves, and B, kind of a long road ahead that we see, we can tend to get stuck in the first four of Kubler-Ross's 5 stages of grief. And I don't think they're in any particular order, but I think denial comes first, denying that we have a problem with food, denying that food has really made the decisions for us most of our life, and robbed us of really a lot of great things. Health, for one, it's deprived us of health. We've allowed it to make all of our decisions for us. And so denial. Next would be, I believe it would be anger. We're mad. We're mad that we have to eat like this, quote unquote. We can't eat normal, quote unquote, like everybody else can. And so we go through some anger that we even have to deal with, a calorie limitation or excess weight on our bodies, bringing ourselves back into energy balance. And then, of course, there's the bargaining. The bargaining, thinking, well, if I'm really good for 4 or 5 days, I can splurge on the weekend, or I can do this, or I can do that. We really bargain. We even bargain with our eating plan, saying, well, they don't really mean that you have to count all the condiments. They don't really mean you have to get 64 ounces of water in. I mean, if I'm not hungry, I could skip that last meal. And we really do. We all of a sudden become experts on our program when we are doing it. So that's called bargaining. That's the bargaining stage of the stages of grief. And then the last one before the fourth one, I guess, before the last one is depression. And these can come and go at any time. You don't progress through them and then all of a sudden get to the last stage, which is acceptance. Really, it's just you go. You pop in and out of them just depending on where you are in the day. But depression, hey, I've lost 20 pounds. Why do I still feel like this? Or why they took pictures of me and I don't look any different? Well, because our brains were self-protecting our image and not letting us really see how big we'd gotten. I know that was the case for me. My brain never saw me at 272 pounds. It froze me at about 200, 220. So by the time I got to 200 and 220, in my mind, I'm a lot smaller than I was. But then someone snaps a picture and I'm like, that's what I thought I looked like when I started, and it was kind of depressing. So the last stage, and the stage that for me, really I have to practice contentment in being in, is acceptance. Acceptance of the fact that my body will always process extra calories by storing them as fat. And so I can learn my limitations and learn how my body works and use it to still have the life that I want, because this is the only body I'm getting. So I can learn my caloric limitations. I can learn how to manage my eating program to attain and maintain a healthy weight. I can accept that about myself, or I can pop back into any of those other stages of grief and grieve the relationship with food that necessarily has had to change. And so if you're in any of those stages, if you're in denial or anger, or bargaining, or depression, recognize those things and work yourself into acceptance. Because it's only in acceptance, A, that we have peace about the path that we've chosen to get healthy, and B, it's much, much less of a struggle. It's so easy for me to wake up and go, yay, another day. I accept that this is what I'm doing today to stay healthy, and this is what I've chosen. So it's all great. And the struggle is a lot less when you're in acceptance. The struggle to not have this or not have that, or not, be angry all the time, or bargaining, or denying that I even have an issue, or, depressed. So work yourself into acceptance and recognize where you're at, and practice staying in acceptance. If you pop into any of the others, get yourself back to acceptance and just accept that there are things that you can change about yourself, like your routine, but you're never going to change. We are never going to change how our bodies fundamentally process extra calories if we have been overweight or obese. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. Keep this in mind going through the weekend and just make it a joyful one, full of great healthy choices and learning great healthy habits that you can sustain every day and repeat every day. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.